is what we're going to make today. We're going to be sharks because Miss Joy read the book. There was an old lady there was an old mermaid who swallowed a shark. And I thought, oh my gosh, how fun would it be to be little sharks? So this is a fairly simple project. You just got to have some of the materials, okay? So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to put this down for just a second. All right. So you are going to need a paper plate, okay? Paper plate. I'll also include a printable fin that will make it easier to trace. But if you can't print it, then just draw one on. Okay, so I'll include a printable. You're going to need, now you could just leave it plain, but I chose to paint mine because I have paint. So if you have paint, blue and red, okay, so you'll need blue and red paint. You're going to need glue, okay. Miss Joy has Elmer's gel glue, but any glue will work. You're also going to need tape, okay, or a stapler, okay, stapler. Okay, so tape or stapler. Tape might be a little bit easier for the kiddos, but stapler will make it a little bit more sturdy for your hat. But I did end up running out of staples, so I did use the tape to put the actual fin on. Okay, so you'll need tape. Most important, a cereal box, okay? If you have a cereal box, okay, and Miss Joy had a Crunch and Berries giant size, so it was pretty big. I have a very large head, so Miss Joy needed a lot of material. So if you have a cereal box, okay, and this is what I cut my little fin out of. So you'll need a cereal box, okay? And I think that is it. Okay. So you're going to start off, okay, to make your little, here's the plate, what it looked like, okay, after I got done, all right? And what I did do, okay, but I really highly recommend parental supervision. Parents, don't leave the room when you're doing it. But what I did to, like, speed up the process, because this is a lot of paint and a lot of painting, and that takes a long time to dry, and I know kids get anxious. I put my oven at 170. I think even 150 would work. And I laid some parchment paper out, or you could do aluminum foil. You could even do it on a regular pan, but you might get paint on it. So I laid out parchment paper, and I put the pieces, once I painted them, on the parchment paper and stuck it in the oven to dry. I know, I'm very impatient. So this morning I woke up with this idea, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. And then I found stuff on Pinterest, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go with it. So I stuck it in there to dry. Oh, you'll also need googly eyes if you have them. I didn't have googly eyes, okay, so you can cut circles out. If you find a small lid, you can trace it and have the kids cut out the circles even. I had punches, so I used 2 different size punches. If you have punches at home, they're fun. So I used 2 different size punches, white, black. So to make my eyeballs, or again, I mean, you could use buttons if you wanted to. Anything round, okay? It could even be little bottle caps if you wanted. But yeah, so those are the materials that you will need. Okay, so you're gonna start with your paper plate, and you're gonna fold it in half, okay? So folding it in half like a taco, okay? So you're gonna fold that in half, and then you're gonna crease the edge, okay? And parents, you might have to do this. The kids may not have enough strength to get it folded, but then you have your fold, okay? So what I suggest doing, okay, because to make teeth, okay, mommies and daddies might have to do this, okay? The kids can try to hand cut them out. I hand cut this one out, but draw on teeth, okay? And that's just simply, okay, I'm going to lower this so you guys can see what I'm doing. You don't have to look at me anymore. So what I did is I drew triangles. I hope you guys can see that. I drew triangles on my plate, okay? And that's a good guideline for the kids to use to cut out. So, oh, you're also going to need scissors. Hello, scissors and paintbrushes. So Miss Joy has a spongy one. and a regular brush. Those are just what I grabbed from up in my craft room. Now, like I said, you can leave this plain. It does not have to be painted. It's just fun to paint. So anyways, okay, so you're going to draw those on and have the kids cut those out. And it's simply taking their scissors and snipping, going back and forth. I think they can handle this part, cutting this stuff out. So there you go. There's, okay. So you're going to do that all along the sides of this, okay, or the rim of the paper plate. So that's what the back side looks like. Mine has a pattern. I wish I had just plain white ones, but I don't. So now you're going to start painting, okay. Now the back side, okay, or you know what? It doesn't matter. Either way, you could have had this on the inside or the pattern on the outside. But actually, the little rim is probably the best to have it this way. So now you're going to paint, okay? And you're just going to simply take your paint and paint your paper plate. Now, you can leave a rim, okay, leave your rim white for the shark teeth. I painted mine on the inside or on the outside, I'm sorry, on the outside. I painted mine because the inside are the teeth. But you could leave this white and it will even look probably even better than mine. So you could leave a little rim of white. So you could have the kids do that. Some kids just aren't that, able to follow a straight line when they paint. It's very hard. So I say just paint it all in. But if mommies are helping and you want to have the rim white, you can leave it white. Just on the inside, make sure you leave it white. Okay? So paint your whole paper plate blue on the one side, okay, and red on the inside. And I'll show you really quick. Get some more paint. Okay. Sorry, Miss Joy's allergies are acting up. It's windy and it's sunny and so you have to excuse me. Okay, so anyways, you're going to paint the inside of your plate red, but just the inside. So parents, if you want to help them with just the rim right here, okay, just the rim. You want to leave the teeth white if you can, okay? And paint the whole inside rim or the whole inside of this paper plate red, okay? So when you get done, the one side looks like this, okay, all blue, and the inside all red. Okay, so Miss Joy, okay, took this kind of off of Pinterest, but they had a little fin here, okay? They made a little fin, but I was like, you know what? I saw the fin hat, and I was like, oh, we don't need a fin on this. We'll wear a fin. So, but I had a hard time holding it because I think with the fin, they could put their fingers on either side and hold it better. But since I didn't put the fin on this one, what I did is whichever side you decide to have up, okay, put your eyeballs on, glue your eyeballs on. And then on the other side, I cut a slit with my scissors. I kind of just, this parents, you will definitely have to do. Poked it with my scissors and then like clipped off, they won't need this because they have little fingers, but I clipped off a little bit. Okay, parents, if you want to make one, I clipped into it a little bit so I could stick my big old thumb in there. But that helps hold it a little bit better. And then it's funny because then your shark has a little tongue. So that is your shark part, okay? Now, well, I'm going to set this aside. I don't want to get anything wet. So, or anything painted. All right, so here, I'm going to move this stuff over so you guys can see what I'm going to do next. Okay. Ugh, move this over. Okay, so now, cut out your shark fin. The kids can do this. I think the kids could do a pretty good job on this. So have them cut out. So I'm going to quickly cut this out so you guys can see what I'm going to do. Now, this is a really big shark fin, okay, and these kiddos don't have as big a head as Miss Joy. So you can, in your printer, like reduce the size. Instead of doing 100%, maybe do 75. But if you like this big, then do it, okay? So, okay. All right, so now take your fin, okay, and if you can fit 2 of these on here, maybe do it this way. If you can fit 2 of these on here, cool. Because what I did with my, and I'll take my hat off here. I did staples on the inside like I shouldn't have, and my hair keeps getting stuck to it. So for your fin, what I did is I did one side with this paper to cover up the cereal box, and the other side is the cereal box, okay? But if you want to make it even more sturdy, do 2 pieces of cereal box, okay? But I was pressed for time because I'm already running late this morning. Normally I already have my videos posted by now. But now what you're going to do is you're just going to trace your fin, okay, onto your cardboard. Now, the hard part about this for the kiddos is the cardboard is a little stiffer than normal paper, so you can try to have them cut this, but their little scissors may not work, okay? My computer just went to sleep. Hold on one second. Okay, I have to make sure this records because sometimes my videos stop recording. Okay, so if you're going to do 2 of them, okay, and you have a big enough cereal box, okay, sometimes the cereal boxes aren't this big. So that's why I said maybe reducing it in your printer to like 75 or even 50%. It'll just be smaller, and that's okay. Oops, I just got stuff on my table. Permanent marker, but I have something to take that out. Okay, so you're going to take and trace it. Miss Joy's not very good with this. Okay, so you're going to have 2 shark fins. You're going to cut them out. I'll cut out one just to show you guys. Okay, so mommies and daddies may have to do this. You can try to let the kids do it. It's thicker, so you got to have a lot of hand strength, and your scissors got to be really good. So all the fall 4 should have scissors. Miss Joy gave you guys scissors at the beginning of the year. Miss Joy and Miss Nix gave you a little box of scissors, so you should all have scissors. Hopefully everybody does. All right, so it's going to be like you have 2 of these, okay? Well, I guess I could go ahead and cut the other one out really quick. Okay, so you're going to need 2 fins. Or you can, if you're wanting just to get it done, you can use the paper one that you traced with, cut out and traced. Okay. Okay, so 2 fins. Okay, Miss Joy will just do this one with 2 fins. Okay, so one side you're definitely going to have to paint over. Miss Joy didn't really think that through, and I should have done it the other way. But anyways, so if you take one and do it this way, and I think the other one do it this way, that's probably how I should have done it, and then they would have mirrored. But anyways, it's okay. So you have 2 fins, okay? You're going to glue, well, first you're going to take the bottom edge, okay, and fold it up. So mommies and daddies or special helpers are going to have to do this part. But fold up a little lip, okay, so see that? Fold it up on both sides. So you may have to match up your fins here. Okay, match up your fins and then fold up. Because you want to have, this is going to go on another piece of the cereal box that I'm going to show you because you're going to need a band. So see how this is my band. You can see the cereal box. So all I did was take the lid of the cereal box and the edges and I cut them. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So, then you're going to have, okay, we're going to build our fin. So then you're going to have something that looks like this, okay? These are going to glue together, okay? And I'm going to just tape mine together just so I can show you guys really quick. Okay, so we'll just tape mine together, but you're going to glue yours together, all right? Okay, so now we have our shark fin, okay? All right. So now you're going to need to make your little band, okay? And so Miss Joy cut out, now Miss Joy has a large head, so I had to cut out 1, 2, 3 pieces of the edge of the cereal box, okay? So that's like the flap. This is the, so I don't know if you can see. Okay, so this is like the flap that helps close it, and then I used the other side that, it's hard to show you guys in here. But anyways, I used, there it is. So I used the flaps that close the cereal box, okay, to do this. But I'm going to show you since I've already used my cereal box for this. Okay. Because you probably won't need that big of, you probably won't need 3 strips like I did. You probably only need 2. So you take the side of the cereal box, though. You have a lot of material there in that cereal box. And you can take it and cut it in half, cut the panel out. Okay, and this is just the very side of the cereal box. Cut it in half. Okay, and then measure your child's head. So what I suggest doing is, okay, and since I ran out of staples, I'll have to show you guys by taping it. Just tape the two pieces together, okay, or staple, because staples will last longer. And what I suggest doing is staple from the inside, so just the smooth part of the staple is on here if you're going to staple it, okay? I did it on the wrong side and my hair kept getting stuck in the little staple. So, then, or tape it, because tape will work too. So, I'm going to make sure it stays down here. I'm going to tape both sides. So all I did was take tape and wrapped it around two sides, and then I put some here, and then I'm going to put some on the other side that's loose. Okay. All right. You can try to glue this together, but it'll take a little bit longer. So then I'll lift this up. Measure your child's little noggin, okay? And then if you hold it, okay, in the back and take it off, then you know how big your child's head is that this will fit. Okay, and you're going to need one more band, okay? So save some more of your cereal box. I think I have enough. I can do this, yes. Okay, so go ahead and tape it or staple it, whichever you have. Just make sure your smooth part of the staple goes in there. So when you staple it, it's going to go like this, okay, from the inside, not from the outside. Because if you do it from the outside, the little staple ends get in there and it's pulling on my hair. All right, so now you're going to have a little bit of excess, I'm sure. Go ahead and cut that off. And you have your band, okay, that your shark, dang, why is it going? Okay, that your shark fin is going to go on, but you need, oh, that's why. Sorry. Okay, my sister's trying to call. Okay, sorry everybody. Okay, so then you're gonna need a band, okay, that goes from one side to the other. So you're gonna glue it or tape it to this, and we're gonna tape it for time's sake. Okay, so you're gonna take the other part of your cereal box, okay, and if you have an extra strip, I'm just gonna use the edge again. I'm gonna cut down. Okay, so essentially you have this, okay, this strip, and this is going to get taped or glued to it, okay, or hot glue. Hot glue would be awesome on this. Okay, so it's gonna go on there. There's the strip. There's your two edges, and you're gonna tape that on, okay? Now, ideally, you want your strip to be wider or as wide. Mine didn't get as wide because I'm in a hurry. But ideally, you want your strip that goes down the middle to be a little bit wider, okay, that it covers up these two pieces. But anyways, I'll show you really quick what you have to do. So essentially, you can hot glue this. I glued mine with regular glue, and it took forever to dry. So, or you can staple it. Do your staples again. Just make sure you do your staples from underneath, okay, and go like this. I might have one staple. Nope, I'm out. Okay, so I'm just going to, for the sake of showing you, I'm going to tape it on. Now, if you tape this, okay, and that's all you have is tape, tape it just really good, okay? But technically, you're going to do your edges. Let's do those. Okay. Now, once you get all this put together, you're probably going to want to have the kids wear an old t-shirt, big old t-shirt that you don't mind getting paint on, or, and make sure you cover your work surface really, really good, because you're going to have paint everywhere, okay? What I always do is I like to use parchment paper, and I'll show you guys that. You guys saw that in just a minute ago. Okay, I like to lay out a big thing of parchment paper, but you can lay out newspaper or whatever on your table. Oh, let me show you really quick. Okay, so what I did is I did paint mine in two different sections. Okay, so I'll show you really quick. Move this back down. I did paint mine in two different sections. So you're going to paint your whole thing, okay, and I used the wrong side. So you technically you want to have your cardboard, I did mine up. You probably want to use the brown side, okay, and do that up. So the cereal box is actually underneath. I'm in a hurry. So paint the whole thing though. If you mess up, it's okay. Just paint it. Just paint over it. It's just supposed to be fun. Or, okay, so I said if you don't have paint, you can sleeve it because look how cool that is. That's gray, okay? And nobody's going to care. That's just a very colorful shark if you leave the cereal box exposed. It's just, this I think was fun. Just fun to do. Okay, so now that you have all your pieces painted, okay, pretend these are all painted, you're going to take, okay, and find the middle part of your circle, okay, your headband, and you're going to, I'm going to go ahead and tape it. So you can take and try to put this on your kiddo's head first and figure out if, you know, it needs to be lowered. Okay, so see how I have it up? You can have it lowered if you need to. That's why I said I have a very large head, so this worked perfectly, this shark fin. But for your kiddos, you're probably going to want to make it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to tape this. I'm going to just show you guys. I'm going to tape this together. Okay, just like this. I don't know if you can see me. Okay, I use tape for this part. You can use your stapler if you have one. Probably be faster. I'm going to go ahead and cut off this excess. I don't need that one. Okay, and tape that side. All right, and then do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so you're just going to take it, and Miss Joy's got her kind of crooked, but and just make it, try to make it as straight as possible. Okay, kind of like in the middle of that circle. Okay, and then Miss Joy's going to cut off the excess again. Cutting that off. Taping around it. Okay, and then do a little bit up at the top. Okay, and then if you really want it to be stable, you can do the inside too. Okay, and do a big piece of tape right there. I'm getting paint all over me. So good idea to have some kind of covering on your kiddos. Okay, I did that side. Do this side. Tape that down on the inside. Okay. All right. And ta-da! You have your shark hat. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, there we go. You have your shark hat. And then once you get done with your little shark plate, you're gonna be a shark. How awesome is that? So there you go. That's today's project, making a shark. And how fun is that? You can pretend to gnaw on your mommy or your daddy, rah 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 rah, sister, brother. But be nice. You guys got to be somewhat gentle, or you'll end up ruining your paper plate. But guess what? I guess you can make another one. All right. So there you go. Pretty quick project. So I hope you guys have fun being a shark. Do, do, do. Let's see if I can play my baby shark. Let's see. See if I can play baby shark. Shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark do do do, daddy shark do do do, daddy shark do do do, daddy shark. Grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark do 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 do, grandma shark do. And make sure you do this for the song. It would be super fun. All right, guys, enjoy. Hope you guys have a sharky day. Bye.